Welcome to the Southwest Missouri Business Podcast, the only podcast in the Joplin area focused on building profits and community for local people like you. Join us for awesome interviews with local business leaders. We learn new stuff about business and have tons of fun. You're listening to the Southwest Missouri Business Podcast with your friend, host, and owner of local commercial cleaning business, Service Master of Southwest Missouri, Emily Tuschik.
Everyone, welcome to the Southwest Missouri Business Podcast. Today we've got Shawn Patterson from Bug Zero with us. I think it's going to be really fun. He's a great guy, and we've been out together at different networking meetings, networking groups, all that stuff, and getting to know him a little bit. And it's a great company, Bug Zero, and what he does is really interesting. So I'm excited to learn more about that.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So I know you've been with Bug Zero for a little bit. Maybe if you can give us a little bit of background on what you do for them, a little bit about the company.
Yeah.
Let us know.
So Bug Zero has been around since 1990. Our owner and founder founded Bug Zero in 1990 from the spare bedroom of his home.
Oh, wow.
And so kind of developed Bug Zero into what it is today. I've been with Bug Zero since 2018, and I've done everything almost that Bug Zero has to offer. I've done residential route work full time. I've been a termite specialist, bed bug specialist, commercial applicator, and now I'm in the commercial sales consultant role.
Very cool. What's one thing about this role, doing commercial sales, that you didn't expect or that surprised you?
Commercial sales, really, one thing that surprised me the most was the amount of networking that's involved with the sales consultant position.
Yeah.
On the technician side or the applicator side, one of the things that was kind of surprised me the most stepping into that role was just the amount of businesses and homeowners that use professional pest control services on a regular basis. So
yeah, that's good. So there's people who see the need, who are
correct.
Out there looking for you guys. It's kind of a matter of being out there, getting your name out there,
right.
Finding them.
So there's a lot of commercial businesses that are required to have pest control, like your hospitals and restaurants and daycares, things like that. That the average person probably doesn't know or is unaware of, that I was unaware of at the time too, before I got into this career. And then, I think right now it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 8,500 homes that we service on a regular preventative maintenance type schedule, and that's
awesome.
Just with Bug Zero. So the amount of people that are tired of taking pest control into their own hands and using companies is increasing.
Exactly. Yeah. And that 8,500, you guys are between Joplin and Springfield, right? Or you guys also
right? We do 150-mile radius of Springfield, so basically Rolla to southeast Kansas, northwest Arkansas, Bolivar, Stockton, Branson, West Plains.
Very cool.
So.
Wow. With the commercial sales and networking and all of that, what do you think is the most important personality trait that someone needs to have to do that type of role?
As far, I think the technician and applicator, one of the biggest traits they need to have is attention to detail. Not just going through the motions, and not every job is cookie cutter, so they have to have the ability to respond to unique situations and take care of unique issues. And as far as the commercial sales side, it's more of a communication, I think, is the biggest personality trait. Communicating to your current customers, to your prospective customers, and making sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, I see that as well. The communication, that's huge. Whether it's that first meeting with a potential client, all the way through to your long-term clients, just building that relationship and keeping it going.
Yeah.
We're kind of working on more systematizing our communication process with our ongoing clients, to make sure we're not, just, okay, let me check in now. You want to think about it, but having a formal check-in process, things like that. Do you guys do, or is that kind of outside of your?
It just depends. I mean, we have 35 5 employees at Bug Zero. We've got 4 or 5 customer service representatives, ladies that are in the office taking care of customers and taking phone calls. I'm out. I do have a desk at the office, but I'm only in it maybe 1 to 2 hours a week. I'm out, checking on accounts, checking on customers, attending events with the Chamber of Commerce, and keep building those relationships too with prospective clients as well.
Yeah, very cool. What's unique about Bug Zero and the way you guys help your customers versus some other pest control companies in the area? I know you guys really focus on the service. You always have amazing reviews online. So what kind of sets you apart in the service?
I think the attention to detail and our education and training are key ones. All of our technicians, obviously, they're licensed through the Missouri Department of Ag in different categories. A lot of our guys have their Kansas, their Arkansas license as well. Majority of our techs do have some training through Purdue University on different pest control type courses. We do, most of the time it's monthly, sometimes bi-monthly, continuing education training with all of our technicians and applicators. And then I also think when it comes to, us versus national companies, when you call a national company and your customer, you might call a call center somewhere in Chicago or New York or somewhere you're on hold. When you call our office, you're getting a live person.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way too.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Just, people knowing you, I think that's a big thing that I've seen, because we met at networking groups.
Right.
People in the community know you. When they decide to work with you, they kind of know what they're getting, and having that live or local customer service is huge.
That local customer service and the personal touch that goes with our service and the customer service is huge here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think anywhere that's a big deal, but I think Joplin, especially Joplin, the Springfield area, people really appreciate that.
I agree.
That's a big deal to them.
Yes, ma'am.
What has been one of your favorite things and least favorite things, either like the role you're in now or way back when you were a technician?
Least favorite is probably when I was running the commercial route. It's a lot of early mornings as far as restaurants and hospitals and stuff that want their service early in the morning. Before people get in, before they open.
Yeah.
Restaurants don't want to see their customers see the bug guy running around treating while people trying to eat.
What's going on? Like there must be something.
Right. And I'm a night owl, and so previous work experience, I was a paramedic full time on the ambulance overnight, and so I've always been accustomed to staying up late. So accustomed to staying up late and having to get up early was probably one of my least favorite experiences.
I know you come between Springfield and Joplin a lot.
I do.
And probably kind of a normal work day. Is that difficult?
It was difficult. You just adjust and get used to it and go on. My favorite experience has just been able to help people.
Yeah.
That people don't, especially business owners, homeowners, they don't have time to deal with their pest issues. They have other things. They want to focus on running their business, not their pest issues. They, want to focus on their home. And, a lot of people DIY things. They go to Lowe's or Home Depot and there's 37 different products on the shelf. They really don't know what products are, what's in what and what to use for certain situations. So that's where one of my favorite experiences is helping people problem solve and fix their issues.
That's awesome. And you mentioned the DIY people, especially in their homes, trying to do it themselves. I saw an ad on Instagram for like this bag you fill up and then you spray, like do it yourself. I thought of you guys. Like, I don't think that's going to be,
no,
it's going to really get the job done too well. Maybe they should call Shawn.
Call me anytime.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I mentioned you spend a lot of time between Springfield and Joplin. You live in Springfield. Favorite restaurants between the two? How do they compete?
Between Springfield and Joplin?
Yeah.
Joplin has, in my opinion, hands down the best local restaurants of any of the surrounding communities. Just that local touch and the quality of food and the quality of service that you get in Joplin, is by far head and shoulders above the other communities. And people that live in Joplin think Springfield is so much bigger. There's got to be restaurants in Springfield. Well, there are, but quality over quantity.
Exactly.
So
that's what I've been saying too. I'm still pretty new here, but just getting out and trying different restaurants, meeting different people, and trying, exploring it. It's the small business community, the local business. It's a lot of it's amazing things out there.
Right.
The restaurants are a great example of that.
Yes, they are.
Is there anything I asked that I didn't ask that I should ask, or you want to share with people about you and the business?
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of things that information-wise that I take for granted that people think people would know. That's not the case.
I run into that too. Like, with the commercial cleaning, like,
right.
Okay, we know this, and like, well, that's just obvious. And well, from the customer's standpoint, like, they don't know that, and we have to educate them and
right.
kind of find that middle ground of, get them to where they have an understanding of what we're doing. And
there's different myths of pest control. One of them, people think that we just come out and spray. Right, spray is a broad term. We use other treatment methods. We use heat treatments. For bed bugs. We use dust applications in certain situations. We focus a lot on integrated pest management too, and using the least amount of pesticides as necessary to get the job done. So we do a lot of training the technicians on where to treat as opposed to treat everywhere.
Okay.
And so, that's one. One of them is that our products are smelly, right? If it doesn't smell, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Majority of our products that we use on the interior are odorless and stainless.
Okay.
And that we do a lot of high sensitive accounts such as hospitals and clinics and dialysis units and daycares, and so we have to be selective on risk versus reward as well. So we're highly trained, and everything that we do is kind of scientifically proven. And so,
no, and I definitely appreciate that the Service Master method and processes are very similar. Not
right.
just like, well, let's grab a towel and do some dusting.
Uh-huh.
So I can definitely appreciate that. Of have your technicians know what they're doing. Like, this area, this would work best. This area, this would work best, but not just we're gonna spray.
Right.
I think that's a huge value to the customer. They're gonna appreciate. I'm gonna do what's best for you. I'm gonna give you my educated opinion and do what's best for you, not just here.
There's
one size
there's not a kind of like with weight loss, there's not a magic pill. There's not really a one do it all pesticide. And so we carry a variety of products that target different things and work better in different situations. And we do have 2 full-time entomologists on staff.
Okay.
And so we're able to identify things quickly. It might be a situation where technician isn't familiar with a carpet beetle or a drugstore beetle, and they're not sure what it is, or the customer is not sure what it is. They can always text it into us, and we can make a positive ID on what type of bug we're dealing with.
Very cool. Yeah, I would just be like, it's a bug. Can you come
exactly.
Yeah, so that's great.
That helps us kind of locate the source based on their habitat too.
Okay.
Different insects have different habitats, and different species of spiders and ants like the habitat in different areas, and so it kind of narrows our search down for our technicians too, and where to begin their search to look for the actual source.
Yeah, very cool. So there's and even that is helpful to know. Like, it's definitely not just we'll come and spray. Like, you're
right.
investigating. You're looking like, how do we solve this problem?
Correct. Yep.
trying to serve the customer, not just we'll spray for you. And there's a lot of back work that me, as if I'm getting pest control done, or whoever the customer is, that we don't see or think about or know about.
Correct.
A lot that goes into it.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, so cool. Okay, well, that was really all I wanted to ask. I feel like I learned a lot about what you do and how you do it. Hopefully people out there learned a little bit about pest control and about Bug Zero. If people want to work with you, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Yeah. You get in touch with me directly. My phone number is 417-908-7027, or they can email me at sales@bugzero.com, or they can call the office. Our office number is 417-831-7378. And those are the best ways to get a hold of us.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely, especially with summer coming up. That's probably busy time.
We've been busy.
Oh, yeah.
We stay busy year round. Like I said, most of our accounts are on some type of preventative maintenance. So, residentially, typically our homes, we're at those houses every other month. And then commercially, we have monthly or quarterly accounts. It keeps us busy. But, that early spring, when the weather starts to warm up and you have the rain mixed in, we've been busy for a little while now. So This is our quote busy season.
Okay. Yeah. Well, get in touch with Shawn and Bug Zero if you want to make use of their services and get your home or business taken care of in terms of pest control.
Yes,
really appreciate you coming on today.
Thanks.
This was fun.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to the Southwest Missouri Business Podcast. We're sponsored by Service Master of Southwest Missouri. So if you need any commercial cleaning done, carpet work, floor work, give them a call. They'll give you a free towel and grout cleaning in one of your bathrooms if you mention the podcast. Thanks so much.
Have a good day.
All right, everyone, you did it. You spent a few minutes learning, having a little fun, and supporting the Southwest Missouri business community. If you haven't already, tap the subscribe button so you don't miss any new episodes. And if you got something out of this episode, I'd love it if you could rate, review, share on YouTube or Instagram, text your friends, tell the whole world.